Good afternoon. So we're going to talk about original, authentic Canon batteries versus generic compatible Canon batteries, because I've just bought a compatible one. I've always bought compatible ones because I refuse to pay. At the moment, the original for the R7 goes for about 120 officially. Canon website, you might be able to knock a 5 quid off. Other websites, Amazon, etc. But most of the time you can get a generic for probably as little as £5. I bought this one for £10 and I still did a little bit of research on the reviews. It was on eBay, and there are a lot of eBay sellers, their reviews can sort of be from sort of 95% up until about 99, and 95%, that's still 5% of a lot of complaints. So I went for about I think this one was about 99%. So I bought the battery from them. So I still did my research into reviews. So disclaimer, if you buy a compatible generic one and you put it in your camera and it damages it, basically it probably will void the warranty unless it doesn't make anything very obviously damaged, and you can just say, no, I don't know what happened. But if the camera blows up or it burns or something, it's going to be obvious. You probably used the generic and you won't be able to claim. But in all the years I've been using generic batteries, I've never once had a problem. Now, I will say that they do kind of, sometimes they last a long time, and I've had a few sort of kind of fall off the cliff after a couple of months. I had the 90D before this, and luckily the batteries that went in the 90D went with this. So I've been using the generic ones from that, but recently those have started to drop off power-wise. Now, I don't want to spend 120 quid on a new battery. I just want something to get me through some emergencies. So what I just do is take along a mobile power bank and then the battery charger. And if I'm driving, or if I'm going somewhere, I can just plug the authentic original battery back in and get the power back from that. Now, is there a difference? As far as I'm concerned, I've only found one difference, and I'll show you what it is and I'll let you listen for it. Right, so first of all, we're going to put the original battery in. We're going to switch to photo mode. Now, if you listen to this is the electronic shutter at full blast. I hope that picked that up. So, very fast. Now, I'm going to switch to mechanical shutter mode, slower, and you're using the shutter. Now, listen. So it's like machine gun fire. Now, let's put in a compatible generic one and see the difference. First, we're going to go electronic shutter mode. Okay, let's hope my mic picks it up. Same sound, same number of shots off. Okay, buffer, okay. Now, I'm going to switch to my setting for mechanical shutter mode. Right, yeah, it sounds like it probably half to a third the rate of shots being fired. So, I don't know what the reason is for that. It's not delivering enough power to it. So someone probably knows and can explain why. It doesn't seem to have any effect on video modes. If I film in 60 frames a second, 30 frames a second, there's no lag, there's no telling you it's run out of power or it's not delivering enough power. It only comes down to the shutter mode. Mechanical shutter mode, it's much slower. So if you're trying to avoid rolling shutter by using mechanical shutter mode, you're going to have to put in the original battery. I'm willing to suffer that for the difference between £120 and £10. I've shown you some of the differences. It's going to be up to you to choose. But ultimately, remember, if it's a brand new camera in that first year, or if the camera provider gives you a 2-year warranty, you better be careful of using a compatible